Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a little more. Just yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then, as I was talking about the mark source, so what happens? Yes, I was talking about pseudo strangulation. This is a mark which stimulates like a mark. You have to examine it properly because in some cases where the body is in case where there's big amount of fat in the body fat, sometimes because of postpartum staining, in the areas where the skin folds of the neck, like the skin folds of the neck, and like neck where the mark may be present there postmortem when you examine in postmortem examination. But you have to, if you clearly see it, you'll know that there is no signs of abrasion, no signs of bruising, and there is no parchmentization of the tissues. Because there's when abrasion occurs, they usually dries up. But in cases of pseudo strangulation, because in those areas where there is folding of the skin, then tight neckwear like this ties or buttoning of the neck buttons, they leave an area which is dry, which is a little pale. So sometimes we may mistake them for marks of ligation mark. So if you see it clearly, carefully, then we know that these are postmortem appearance, which are not due to ligation mark. So we call them pseudo strangulation. There's other signs in hanging. Yes, if the body is suspended for some time, yes, we expect the neck to be elongated and straight. The head usually inclined to one side, and that inclination is to the side opposite the knot. And in hanging, the face is usually pale and passive, but sometimes it may be swollen and congested if the suspension is prolonged and if the ligature is around the neck for a long time. This petechia we may see on the face, under the conjunctiva, then the eyes may be closed or partly open. Yes, pupil is usually dilated. Yes, in all cases of death, we expect it to be dilated. Yes, there is a term known as lee facie sympathetic. If the ligature rests on the cervical sympathetic, what happens? The eye on the same side may remain open with dilated pupil. So we call that lee facie sympathetic. Sometimes the examiner may ask this in viva. We try to remember it, though it's not very important because we hardly come across this. The tongue may be drawn in, or it may be caught between the neck, between the teeth, or it may be protruded. And bloody froth may sometimes be seen, but it is not common. And saliva is often found dribbling from the angle of the mouth. This is a very important finding. If we find the mark of dribbling of saliva from one angle of the mouth, that is usually on the side opposite to the knot, then we can surely tell that it is a sign of ante-mortem hanging, that the body was hanged while alive. Because in post-mortem hanging, if the body is hanged after this death, the dribbling of saliva usually doesn't occur. Just other findings like hands, clays, minor stain, then postmortem staining in the arms and legs. These are the other findings of hanging. Yes, this is the ligature mark. See, it is present high above the neck. Yes, there is. You can see the oblique nature of the ligature mark. So it is down on the right side, going up on the left. That means the mark is present on the left side. So see, this is the ligature mark. See, at the back it may be absent or it may not be clear because of the presence of the hairs, because of the discontinuation due to the presence of the knot. See, dribbling on saliva on the left side, in case of hanging, this is diagnostic of antemortem hanging. The knot will be on the right side because the angle is on the left. So dribbling on saliva on the right side, that means the knot is on the left. Internal appearance, I think I'll do it on the next time in the next class in detail because these are important findings which I want to tell you in detail. Okay. Okay then, huh?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay then. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. 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 See ya. See ya.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay then.